Top 5 Facebook ads alternative best marketing platforms. Hi there, you guys. In this video, I'll be talking about some alternatives that you can use to run your ads aside from Facebook ads. Well, basically, it really depends on the behavior of your customer that you're targeting or behavior of an audience that you're targeting because people behave differently when they're on Facebook and compared to when they're on other platforms out there. Well, there are a lot different platforms that people use nowadays to browse the internet, and most of those platforms are proven to be the ones that are social media related or social media platforms based. Basically, that's how it is. And the most popular for running your ads nowadays is, of course, business or Facebook business or Facebook ads. Now they've rebranded and they're called Meta for Business. This is because Facebook is going to launch, of course, everyone knows this, a metaverse, which is basically a different universe apart from our own reality. It's basically an augmented virtual reality of what the world is. To run your ads on Facebook, you should know about the behaviors of Facebook social media users. Who are they? What part of the population uses Facebook? Who are the people who are involved in Facebook? Who likes to get themselves involved in Facebook? And then if your business fits that specific area, I'd say maybe your target audience is actually a part of a generation that you're actually targeting, and that Facebook users actually cater to that specific generation. It's really different because, part of it all is like most of the users here can be divided based on the generations. I'm talking about TikTok is for, teens. Facebook is a lot more for adults. Instagram ads, which I almost forgot, guys. I'm also going to show you Instagram ads because Instagram ads come side by side with Facebook ads. You can see that the differences between them really different because you can see a lot more fashion brands advertising on Instagram, as on Facebook you can see a lot more of like online learning courses, banking apps or stuff like that. You see a lot of stuff that has something to do with growth, with money, with investing, with stuff like that. And that's what you see on Facebook ads. Compared to when you are on Instagram, you behave differently. You become this social magnet that you want to position yourself as. And then that reflects the products that you basically see on your feed. So you see a lot of products such as like jewelry, makeup, clothing, shoes, um, basically for, looking aesthetically good, and at the same time all pretty stuff, all pretty things. So one alternative for Facebook ads is of course Instagram. Now you're trying to penetrate a younger market, not exactly younger, but a market with different views and with different standard as compared to when you are on Facebook. So now you start to like maybe work your way around that fact, around that, yes, around that fact. You can see here that all the things that they show you about when you want to run your ads mostly has something to do with the culture, with the pop culture. As you can see here, Instagram is becoming this new magazine. It's actually a new form of magazine, you guys, and artists are actually being paid not directly by Instagram by how much their post is going to make, like how much engagement is gonna like generate. So that's gonna make a lot of money for the celebrity or for the person who is involved in making that particular image right there. So another alternative is for you to use LinkedIn ads. You can also actually advertise on LinkedIn. Now, people behave differently when they're on LinkedIn, right? You behave differently on Facebook and Instagram, and on LinkedIn you also behave a lot more different. Why is this? Because LinkedIn, as we all know, is a platform where you build connections for your profile, for your professional career, or for your professional life. This is where you build yourself and build connections in the future and build future clients. This is where you position yourself to be this reliable person. And that's why your actions compared to the different platforms such as Facebook or on Instagram are a lot more composed. And so, what does this tell you as a business owner? It tells you that there are people here who are in that specific mood or who are in that state of consuming information that is and can help them boost their profile or boost their working ethic or boost their morale while working. So if your product is something like that, and it has something to do with boosting morals of future workers, or the professional population, if your product is something like that, then it's a really no-brainer that you should infiltrate LinkedIn as well. Or maybe traveling sites. I think that's not bad at all. If you're like a site which offers custom travels to people, then maybe you can link in your site as well. And then who knows, or why not, right? Run your ads on LinkedIn. That way people can see, people who can actually pay, who have money to pay for your services, can actually see your ads. Next is Pinterest ads. Now, Pinterest is good for creators. You know that a lot of creators are on Pinterest. They're either writers, they're either, yes, bloggers, they're either what? Cook, they're either chefs, they're either bakers who write stuff, or they're either craft makers who write steps, who write articles for you to follow on, for you to like browse when you're trying to look for stuff like how to do this, how to do that. And they all are here on Pinterest. And when people try to search on contents like that, that's when you should step in as a business owner to know their needs and to know where you should step in. What traffic should you infiltrating? What traffic should you choose? What keywords are supposed to be, are should you be targeting? Now, if your business has something to do with flour or making like cakes, maybe you should infiltrate the keywords how to bake this, how to do this, how to start this, or how to use an oven, stuff like that. Maybe you can infiltrate that area as well when you try to use Google. Next is of course TikTok. This is when you try to target the young audience, which is basically maybe for me 13 and 13 to between 13 to 18, because yeah, a lot of them are all over TikTok right now, really over TikTok. On Twitter, well, from where I'm from, Twitter is basically this site where you be out there with your thoughts, be politically active, and engage yourself with, meaningful contents. Socially aware contents are here. Well, porn are here as well. So, but a lot of Anono videos are really all around Twitter, and that's becoming like a no-no to a lot of people, including me. And I hope that Twitter ups their game when it comes to, the security again, and to like because kids are using the internet, kids are using Twitter. So yeah, going back to the ads, yes, of course, when you're a business owner who's like targeting the young adult demographic of it all, because a lot of young adults, according to statistics, use Twitter. And on Twitter, they become a lot more expressive about their opinions, about the things in their head. So maybe when you're an owner of a business or a product, think of how you can position yourself. Think of how you can run an ad that basically revolves around this content. Maybe run a campaign, stuff like that. It really depends on the analysis of the audience and how you integrate your product with that analysis. It's basically like a work around on something. That's how you work on it. So those are the top alternatives that I have for you guys other than Facebook ads. Now, if you want to be more successful in your business, it's important for you to know these things that, I mean, who is looking at your ads. It's not enough that you run your ad on Facebook just because you think that a lot of people uses Facebook and that it stops there. No, if you want to target a broad audience, target audience that can actually um uh forward that particular message to other people, then try to infiltrate a lot more platforms over here, such as this on your screen. So what do you think about all the alternatives that I've showed you guys? Let me know down the comments below. And this is it. That's it for this video, you guys. See you again in the next video. Peace out.